I want to make a very interesting topic today. Now, first of all, I never heard of this man until, sadly, of what I've heard that he has passed, he has committed suicide. Now, I just want to do a little review about him and what I think about what he says and how I truly agree. It's almost similar to what I say. It is basically the same thing, and basically everything I see him say, I couldn't agree more. He says, for example, in one of the videos, we should all have the freedom of rights to say what we want. Yet, that's exactly what he's doing. And yet, I remember he was saying something that his content kept getting removed. So that just goes to show you how corrupt everything is, because we should have the freedom of rights, so they say we have. Yet, we're expressing how we feel, and he's getting shit canned. And that part I find screwed up. And it sort of happened to me a few times, where there was times I made a video and it would post, everything's normal, like, it's on. All of a sudden I look again, the video's gone. It says something unable, something with the guideline bullshit, and the video literally just disappears. So I'm saying to myself, am I going crazy? So I try refreshing it. Maybe it didn't refresh. All of a sudden I look, the video's deleted. So it's like a certain thing you put, even like a title, certain things, the guidelines don't agree. But if this is so-called the freedom world, well, America, at least that part of the world, why the hell can't I say what I truly want to say? Why do certain things that come out of my mouth get offensive to some people? I guess that's basically what he was describing, and it's the truth. It really is. Now, I don't encourage anyone to do what he has done by taking his life, but at the same time, I can't blame him, because this world's truly unfair. He was too ahead of his time, basically. Like, what I'm trying to say by that is he just seen the whole picture and seen how, like me, like he sees how everything's pointless. I'm a nihilist, if I'm saying that correctly, a nihilist. How nothing really truly matters, I mean, you should make, life, you should make the best of life, but, that's really hard. Man, it's 95 degrees out here, guys. Sorry, I'm sweating, but you should make the best of life. But how do you do that when you're being told what to do? You're being forced and pressured on what to do. For what benefit? It's not really the benefit you want, because you're not enjoying what you're doing, But yeah, it's just, he was awoken, beyond awoken. I truly feel he was even slightly more awoken than I am, and by a little, He was a very smart individual. And honestly, I wish in a way he was still here, and I wish in a way I could have been his friend. Sadly, I don't know him, obviously. I mean, the thing is, I never even heard of him until his passing, because someone said down, "You ever seen Renegade's channel?" And I'm like, "No, who's that?" And then the person told me, and he told me how unfortunately he has taken his life. So then I did some research, and I think his channel, he was saying, got banned. So, people were trying to find re-uploads, and I'm praying to God that doesn't ever happen to me. I got to try to make some kind of a backup YouTube channel or something. If I ever do, I'll tell you guys the name of the channel. Yeah, couldn't agree more with this guy, though. Everything he says, it's like a breath of fresh air. Because sadly, we don't have no breath of fresh air here, unfortunately. Another thing that I respect him for, and it's truly how I feel too, not giving a fuck about what people think of me, for example. And it's the truth. Who cares what people think? Who cares what people say? None of it matters. You should just do what makes you happy, whatever that might be, He doesn't care what people think of him. I don't care what people think of me. It's pointless to care. That's another thing that I agree totally with the guy. He's just being real, expressing what he truly feels and expressing how pointless this whole existence truly is, just like basically how I'm doing. doing it, you know? And, you know, people that honestly exploit this, I respect, because I mean, how I look at it is, I don't look like I don't look at it as I'm brave, I have balls. I'm not looking at it in that type of way. It's just something I truly like to talk about and express about, you know? Is it pointless doing this? In my opinion, yes. Just like everything else, but it truly brings some kind of comfort to me to just basically exploit the system for what it is. And it brings comfort to me knowing there's other people out there that are doing the same thing. And the comfort me is to know that I'm not crazy, you know? And it would really comfort me if you get these other morons that just don't see it somehow, that they could fucking see it, you know? But, you know? But, yeah, I don't know if he has his YouTube channel. I don't know if he was saying something his I don't know for sure if he was saying something his family kept taking down his channel or something. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't want to say that's true. I don't remember. I only watched him a little bit, but I am actually wanting to watch him more. After making this video, I actually want to start watching more of his videos. But him explaining, you know, like how we're free and yet we can't even say what we want to say. What we truly feel doesn't matter because we're not accepting the way life is. So that's a bad thing. In other words, like, we don't want to, you know, be a sheep, for example. So right there, we're considered a waste of life. We're considered a reject. Like, you know, things like that. Meanwhile, we all have our own preferential view, you know, like we all have our own opinions, you know, but we slack that. I guess it's the right way the system is of what it's doing, you know. But truthfully, for all the people out there, all the other YouTubers out there that are making similar videos to me, and just, you know, basically describing what this life is and not being ashamed of doing it, I truly respect you. Because me, I don't feel ashamed at all for doing what I'm doing. I'm explaining the goddamn truth, and that's just who I am. I like to be real. I don't like to be a fake phony. I don't. And that's another thing I respect about that guy. I do. He's not making, basically he was saying something, I'm not making these videos for you to agree or disagree. This is just how I truly feel. You can like me, you can hate me. I don't give a damn, you know? And that part I agree. I like the guy, honestly. Wish I, you know, could have met him, or at least like somehow gotten to, you know, communicate with him somehow. Sadly, I didn't know him until after what I heard. But yeah, you know, people always want to hear the good trends or whatever. I don't know, but it's the truth is, he was just being who he was, and he's true. What he says, I can't agree more. I can't. You could think whatever you want of me. You can like me, you can hate me, doesn't matter. It ain't gonna change nothing. It's all pointless. And there's nothing more depressing when you try to tell people how you feel and what you think on life, and they say to you, you're crazy. It makes you feel like you're alienated. That's another thing he said, you know, where we don't fit in, you know, no one could relate to us, so we feel literally alone. So I'm guessing that's the black pill path, and that's the path I feel like I'm on, because it's the truth, honestly, you know, because I just don't see any of this meaningful, especially for the outcome of what happens in the long run. Just dying, doing all this hard work for what? For what? You know, I say this to myself every day. Why am I here? You know, and it's just true. I feel like parents today are just very fucking selfish. They're just here to fill you in. You're in to fill in their shoes. They did all the hard work. Okay, now it's my turn to fill in. Okay, Dad, now it's my turn now. I'm gonna make the dough, man. Welcome to Burger King. How can I take your order? Would you like some Whopper cheese with that? Or, hello, receptionist, or blah, blah, blah. How can I help? This is what we do. This is our purpose here. Just being literally programmed into a system that gives zero effing fucks about us. And what we make gets taxed to the government. Yeah, that's another funny thing with, what do you call it? Counterfeiting. It's okay for the government to counterfeit, but we can't. When you think about it, the government printed the money. That's how it's here. But if we do that, it's considered fake money. Money's fucking money. Paper's fucking paper. However you look at it, it's paper. It's only fake because you didn't earn it the sheep matter way, meaning you didn't bust your ass for it. You just printed it. Well, how do you think they fucking did it? How do you think this whole fucking shit exists for? You know? Another thing, I gotta laugh at parents when they, pressure their kids to do certain things. In other words, because if not, you're hurting us. You're gonna make us unhappy. I don't give a fuck if you're happy or not happy. I want to be happy. I should matter. That's like where I go back to say, parents only care about us being their obedient little puppet sheeps to the government, so they could be all happy and jolly and brag to people. My son's a lawyer, yo, check him out. You can't get on my son's level. Yeah, my son's he's a doctor. That's basically all it's all a fucking about. It's all just a pointless system. You see how corrupt this fucking life is? Yet we have kids. I would want to be born if I knew I lived in a life where true love mattered, where we're all treated equally. We don't have to worry about how we're gonna survive. We just fucking survive, help each other out, not for what the fuck we have, but who the fuck we are. And maybe I would say, you know what, maybe it was worth coming out of this damn clit shit, but it's pathetic, man. It's fucking pathetic. But back to Renegade number 1. Sorry, I forgot to actually said that was his name, Renegade number 1, But yeah, I just couldn't agree more with him, And who really inspired me to start this channel was Chris Williams. So shout out to him. I would have said Renegade if I knew him at the time. Sadly, I did not. That's another funny thing, when they say, do what makes you happy, follow your dream. My dream is I just want to have a nice, peaceful life, do my own thing, and then go in the cemetery. But no, they mean do anything you want, as in work-wise. Well, if we don't want to work, we're looked at as a waste, we're looked at as bums, shit like that, We're losers. Meanwhile, how do we lose something where we didn't even sign up into? I can understand if you sign into something. All right, I agree to this, and then you just quit. All right, maybe you're a sore loser then, but we just came out of here cold turkey. And yet, we were literally, their shoulders, your parents' shoulders weight is literally transferring to you. Now it's your turn to serve. I'm getting old and elderly now. I can't make this hamster wheel spin any longer. If it's up to me, the hamster wheel's gonna crumble. So that's why, son, I brought you into this world, so you could keep refueling this wheel, make this wheel spin. And then when you start feeling the same way as I do, elderly, have another kid so he could do it. And this is why this stupid wheel keeps spinning, like this fan right here. That's the hamster wheel right fucking there. That's the hamster wheel. And if you refuse to make that hamster wheel spin, you get judged, you get threatened by your own parents, your own family. You're a waste, why the fuck did I have you? And that's what I feel like saying, the same thing. Yeah, why did you? Why couldn't you just fucking keep your shit in your pants or wear protection so my poor innocent ass didn't have to be in this bullshit? So yeah, when parents put you down, don't ever feel down. It's not your fault, it's their fault. Because right away they're thinking, oh, my son or daughter, whatever the sex is, I can't wait to get him prepped up to be an obedient sheep, so I could tell all my friends what he's doing. That may not even be the case. Who knows if your son or daughter may even come out normally with 5 fingers, and I'm not trying to make fun of people that are born like that, but there's people that are born disabled, 1 leg, things like that, Down syndrome. But according to the parents, we don't think of that. We always think of the positive things, and then we end up wanting to get mad at the kid because it didn't turn out the way they imagined. Well, fuck you. That's what I say. It's the truth. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. I'm just as real as Renegade #1. That's why I love the man to death, literally. And, deeply sorry that he did that. But I could totally relate. I mean, honestly, I'm not saying I'm in that same... Well, I mean, I'm not saying I'm suicidal, but it's just nothing here matters. It's like I'm just waiting to die. Why can't I just speed the process up? That's how I look at it as. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do that. And I don't recommend you guys do that, but it's just a thought I think and say to myself, what does it truly matter being here when you're just going to die anyway? You can't escape death. It's going to come to you one way or another. Whether you get murdered, you kill yourself, however, it's going to come to you at some point. So sometimes how I look at it as, why can't I just speed the process? I know my mom's friend once went, she said she was tired. I don't know if I told this story before, but she said she was tired. She was going to lay down for a little bit, before dinner time. Around dinner time came, they went to wake her. She was gone. She had an aneurysm in her sleep. And I say to myself, man, why can't I get that luck, Now, I'm sure she probably was fulfilled with living, because that's what it always happens to the people that want to live, end up dying. And the people like us that see no point in this bullshit and just want out in the worst fucking way, we keep living this shit. Now, me personally, I'm not the type that I want to commit suicide. I don't recommend it. But it's just, I do sometimes wish I just go to bed and it's just lights out forever. I do. I'm just going to be straightly honest. I may sound dark. I don't care. It's just how I feel. That's the thing. Freedom of speech. This is truly how I feel. It's how Renegade #1 expressed himself. So this is how I feel. I just don't see nothing worth living. I don't. Because we're not doing anything that we truly want to do here. And like I said, even if you are doing something you love, like a hobby or something, is it pointless? Absolutely. But you're happy. And that's what matters. That's what should matter. That's what should get you through the day and night. But all we're here focusing on is making money. That's our only purpose here. It's the same boring bullshit. And I say to myself, I'm 25 years old. Do I really got to go 20, God knows how many more fucking decades worrying about chasing a piece of fucking paper that's not going to come in the grave with me? Like, literally, I'm chasing it, but one day it's going to be looking at me dead and probably laugh. Literally, the faces on the money are going to be like, look at that asshole who served all his life for us. Now look where he is. God, it's just every day I just get sick of it more and more. I'm getting fed up and more fed up with this bullshit. It's like I just wish this fucking world would just come to an end. And I do know the movie that granny said it'll all be over soon. Legion, not The Mist, my bad. The Mist was a total other thing, but yeah, Legion. Grandma, now that I'm sure you are dead, because that came out in like the early 2000s, I think. I hope you're right. I hope it will all be over soon. And another thing that's actually I wanted to mention, how some parents, when they have kids and they have miscarriages, them babies are so friggin' lucky, little do they know. And the parents are getting all mad and upset. It's like, do you really, really want to bring another poor soul into this world? They got, miscarriages, I feel like them kids got a gift right there. They didn't have to come into this nightmare of a fucking world that we live in. And yet we're getting all ass hurt. Let's try it again. Okay. Doc, it happened again. Fuck. I gotta have someone go and fill into my shoes, I can't work forever, man. I gotta bring another soul to keep that hamster wheel spinning. See? So I gotta try to keep having a kid until this kid comes out correctly. It finally came out correctly. It's a boy. What's up, Johnson? Dad, why am I here? I'll tell you why you're here, Johnson. You're here to make this fucking wheel spin. Well, it's a fan, but you get it's basically doing the same thing as the hamster wheel, But, I'm getting elderly. I'm getting sick. I'm getting frail because I'm getting old. I need you to make that wheel spin, man. We had a few miscarriages, but I didn't give up. I kept trying, because now we got another person into the world that I could lift this weight off my shoulder and pass it on to Johnson. How's that wheel spinning, Johnson? Dad, I love you so much for bringing me into this shithole. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it there. To Renegade #1, didn't know you, bro, but I couldn't agree more. And literally right after I'm done with this video, I'm gonna start watching your videos. And I hope whoever, if anyone saved his videos, keep re-uploading him, because he's the goddamn truth. He was so ahead of his time, and I feel like I'm the same way. It's like we just know so much that people don't understand. We have a certain type of gift, in a way, even though we don't look at it as a gift, because we know so much that it makes us depressed, but we have so much type of knowledge that no human being, the majority of human beings, don't have. And the thing is, when we try to express how we feel about this gift that we have, people think we're crazy, we're sick, we need help. Meanwhile, it's not the case. Help ain't gonna do shit. It's all fucking bullshit. We just see what the world is. We see clearly. We don't need glasses. Another perfect example. I got shitty eye vision. I need glasses. We don't need the glasses. We see the world perfectly clear of what it is and what a piece of shit land it truly is. This ain't no magical place. This ain't no fairy world, fairy tale, whatever the fuck you want to call it. This is the fucking nightmare. Mass shootings, crimes, money for this. If you don't have money, you're homeless in the street. This ain't no fucking gift here, man. This ain't no friggin' magic place. It's a fucking curse. Your gift is when you didn't exist, or when you were almost born but you died, your mother had a miscarriage. That was a gift for us unborns. Once you come out of there alive, healthy, you're cursed, because this is what you gotta, deal with now. You gotta get to school, gotta go to college, man, or get a job, or go to college first, then get the job, and then hurry, man, push that wheel before it stops spinning. Father can't do it forever, son. I'm getting old now, but I got you now, and now you can make this wheel spin. And when you feel the same as me, have another kid, have another kid, and another kid, and another kid, and another kid. And this is why this fucking wheel just won't stop. I just want to grab the wheel and freaking rip it off the hinge, the bolts, whatever you want to call it, But anyway, now I'm going to shut my mouth now. Had enough. But rest in peace, Renegade #1. Love you, bro. Wish I got to know you before what happened. And yeah, to everyone out there, please stay safe. And we'll be uploading soon again. Take it easy.